What if I told you that some of the most powerful men in American history, presidents, senators, Supreme Court justices, and even CIA directors, were all members of the same secret society? A group so hidden that its headquarters has no windows, its members speak in coded language, and its rituals remain locked away from the world. This is not a movie plot, it is the real-life Skull and Bones Society, a brotherhood born at Yale University that has haunted America for nearly 2 centuries. For years, whispers of dark rituals, stolen skulls, and secret oaths have surrounded this group. But beyond the rumors lies a chilling question. Is Skull and Bones just a bizarre college fraternity, or is it the training ground for a hidden elite that controls the world from the shadows? 1. Origins of Skull and Bones. The story of Skull and Bones begins in 1832 at Yale University, one of the most elite institutions in the United States. The society was founded by William Huntington Russell and Alphonso Taft, both students at Yale who envisioned a secret fraternity that would bind members together for life. Russell, who had studied in Germany, was reportedly inspired by the secret student groups and occult brotherhoods he encountered there. He brought those ideas back to America, blending them with traditions of power, elitism, and secrecy. Skull and Bones was born as a society that would admit only a select number of students each year, choosing them based on status, influence, and potential for leadership. Unlike typical fraternities, Skull and Bones was shrouded in mystery from the start, promising its members lifelong benefits and connections. The society prided itself on molding men who would go on to dominate politics, business, and law. Early on, it set itself apart by creating a strict code of silence, where members were forbidden to discuss the inner workings of the group with outsiders. This aura of secrecy made Skull and Bones a subject of fascination and suspicion. Over time, its legacy of producing powerful alumni only added to its mystique. Too many, it was not just a college group, it was the training ground for America's ruling elite. The origins of Skull and Bones remind us that this was never meant to be an ordinary club, but rather a gateway into influence and privilege, a society that promised its chosen few not just friendship, but power that would echo throughout their lives. 2. The Tomb. Skull and Bones headquarters. The society's home base, known as the Tomb, stands as one of the most mysterious and unsettling landmarks in New Haven, Connecticut. Constructed in 1856, this windowless sandstone building has fueled endless speculation about what really goes on inside. From the outside, the tomb looks more like a mausoleum than a meeting place, its heavy walls giving nothing away. Inside, however, lies a world that only bonesmen are allowed to see. Reports from rare insiders describe a chamber filled with occult symbols, skulls, coffins, and artifacts collected by generations of members. Rumors claim that the society houses stolen treasures, such as the skull of the Apache leader Geronimo, allegedly taken by Prescott Bush and other members in the early 1900s. Some even say Nazi memorabilia has been stored within, brought back by members during World War II. The tomb is more than just a meeting hall, it is a temple of power, a physical symbol of the society's grip on secrecy. Students at Yale often whisper about strange noises at night, claiming to hear chanting or unsettling rituals within the thick stone walls. The building is heavily guarded, and access is strictly forbidden to outsiders. No windows allow light in or out, adding to its haunted reputation. For bonesmen, the tomb is sacred ground, the place where initiations occur, where bonds are made, and where the deepest secrets of the brotherhood are preserved. It is not just a clubhouse, but a shrine to the society's dark traditions, and it has come to embody the mystery and fear that surrounds Skull and Bones. 3. Rituals and initiations. Perhaps the most chilling aspect of Skull and Bones lies in its initiation rituals, which have fascinated and terrified outsiders for generations. Each year, only 15 Yale juniors are tapped to join the society. Once chosen, they undergo elaborate initiation ceremonies inside the tomb. Accounts from rare leaks suggest that initiates, called knights, are made to lie in coffins, symbolizing death and rebirth into their new lives as bonesmen. During the process, they are asked to confess their deepest secrets, ensuring loyalty and giving the society leverage against betrayal. Some reports claim that bizarre acts take place, such as kissing skulls, chanting in strange languages, or reenacting symbolic sacrifices. While the truth is tightly guarded, these rumors have cemented the society's reputation for occult practices. Older members, known as patriarchs, oversee the initiation, reinforcing the idea that new recruits are joining a lifelong order. These rituals are not just theatrical, they are meant to strip away individuality and bind members to the brotherhood forever. To outsiders, it may look like dark play acting, but for bondsmen, these ceremonies mark the beginning of a lifetime of secrecy, privilege, and obligation. What makes the rituals particularly chilling is that they are designed not only to frighten, but also to forge a sense of absolute loyalty. Once initiated, members are sworn never to reveal what happened inside the tomb, under the threat of breaking an oath considered sacred. It is these secretive, eerie ceremonies that give Skull and Bones its reputation as more than just a college club. It is a society that initiates its members through fear, control, and ritual, binding them to an unspoken promise of power. 4. Influence on American politics and power. What makes Skull and Bones so controversial is not just its rituals, but the undeniable influence its members hold in the world beyond Yale. Over the decades, the society has produced a remarkable list of alumni who went on to dominate American politics, finance, and law. Among its members are U.S. presidents like George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush, as well as presidential candidate John Kerry. In fact, during the 2004 presidential election, both major candidates were bonesmen, fueling speculation that no matter the outcome, the society would maintain its grip on power. Beyond politics, members have held high positions in the CIO, on Wall Street, and in major corporations, suggesting a vast network of influence. Critics argue that Skull and Bones operates as a pipeline to power, ensuring that its chosen few rise to positions where they can shape national and global affairs. Some conspiracy theories even suggest that members coordinate behind the scenes to protect one another, manipulate decisions, and control institutions. Whether or not these claims are fully true, the sheer number of powerful bonesmen is enough to raise eyebrows. The society's impact is not just symbolic, it is real and visible in the corridors of government and business. This has led many to question whether Skull and Bones is less a college fraternity, and more, a shadow network of elites preparing to take control. The influence of Skull and Bones demonstrates how a small, secretive group at Yale has managed to leave fingerprints on some of the most significant decisions and events in modern history. 5. Symbols and secrets. At the heart of Skull and Bones' identity are its mysterious symbols, which carry hidden meanings and fuel speculation about the society's true nature. The most iconic is, of course, the skull and crossbones emblem, a symbol historically associated with death, pirates, and secret brotherhoods. But alongside this image is the number 322, which has baffled and intrigued researchers for decades. Some say 322 refers to the year 322 BC. Marking the death of Demosthenes, a Greek orator whose passing symbolized the decline of democracy in Athens. Others argue it represents the society's connection to the Bavarian Illuminati, or simply signifies that Skull and Bones was the second chapter of a German secret society founded in 1832. Whatever its meaning, 322 remains a central part of the society's identity, often appearing alongside its insignia. Members refer to themselves using coded terms like knights and patriarchs, and within the tomb, symbols of death, resurrection, and occult power dominate. Some claim there are even phrases carved into the walls that echo Masonic or esoteric traditions. The secrecy around these symbols is deliberate. They serve not only to mystify outsiders, but also to create a sense of exclusivity and ritual among members. Each artifact, each number, each coded phrase reinforces the society's mythology, making Skull and Bones feel less like a fraternity and more like an occult order. To the public, these symbols are haunting reminders that the group is not merely social, but bound to ancient traditions of secrecy and hidden power. 6. Scandals and conspiracies. No secret society achieves notoriety without scandal, and Skull and Bones is no exception. Over the years, countless stories have emerged linking the group to grave robbing, shadowy operations, and political manipulation. One of the most persistent claims is that Prescott Bush, father of George H.W. Bush, participated in the theft of the Apache leader Geronimo's skull, which was supposedly brought to the tomb as a trophy. Although Yale and the Bush family have denied this, the story refuses to die, symbolizing the society's reputation for crossing ethical boundaries. The group has also been tied to the origins of the CIA, with several founding members reportedly bonesmen. This has fueled conspiracy theories that the society wields influence over America's intelligence community, guiding covert operations and foreign policy decisions. Some even argue that Skull and Bones is linked to global financial manipulation, with members using their network to dominate banking and corporations. During election cycles, The presence of Bonesman candidates has sparked accusations that democracy itself is compromised, with outcomes predetermined by the society's grip on both parties. While skeptics dismiss these as wild theories, the secrecy surrounding the group makes it impossible to prove or disprove them fully. This ambiguity only deepens the sense of mystery and fear. For many, Skull and Bones is not just a college tradition but a symbol of elite corruption, a reminder that power in America may rest not in the hands of the people, but in the shadowy grasp of a hidden brotherhood that answers only to itself. 7. Legacy and cultural impact. Despite its secrecy, Skull and Bones has become a cultural icon, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and films. Hollywood has portrayed it in thrillers that emphasize dark rituals, political manipulation, and hidden agendas, often reinforcing the belief that the society is more sinister than it admits. In the public imagination, Skull and Bones represents the archetype of an elite brotherhood controlling the world from behind closed doors. Whether or not the society truly operates on such a scale, its reputation has cemented it as one of the most famous secret groups in history. For Yale students, being tapped into Skull and Bones remains a mark of prestige, a signal that one has been chosen for greatness. For the rest of the world, however, it raises unsettling questions about how much power is concentrated in the hands of a small, hidden elite. Is Skull and Bones simply a college fraternity with exaggerated traditions, or is it a training ground for leaders who will manipulate the levers of global power? That question continues to fuel debate. The society's cultural impact lies not only in its actual influence, but also in the way it symbolizes secrecy, elitism, and hidden control. It has become part of the mythology of American power, standing as both a subject of fear and fascination. Ultimately, Skull and Bones' greatest legacy may be the questions it leaves behind, the possibility that the future of nations could be shaped not in the open, but in the dark halls of the tomb, where secrets are kept, and power is passed from one generation of bonesmen to the next.